What's going on, YouTube? I'm back again with a special video for y'all, man. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we're gonna get right into it. Now, this video, I'm gonna be going over 5 things that help me make 6 figures in 1 year at 23 years old. All right, I'm gonna be going over 5 things because a lot of people ask me how I did this, um, what were some struggles that I had, or how did I do it? Right? How did I do it? And I'm just going over 5 things. Obviously, it's more than these 5 things, but these are 5 key points that you want to take in to actually take yourself to the next level. All right. So without further ado, we're gonna hop right into it. Now, the first one, and this is all of them are important, but this is very important, right? You have to become a producer and not a consumer. Okay, so what you got to understand is that most people, right? Most people are a consumer. All right, most people are a consumer. Let me actually turn my there. All right, that's better. Okay, this is live. We don't do no cuts. No, I'm just giving y'all raw footage right now. All right, so what you want to do is that you want to be a producer and not a consumer. Okay, most people are consumers, right? As in they consume content, right? They watch TV, they watch basketball games. They just consume and they never produce anything. All right. So the people that are actually making the 6 figures plus, they're producing something that the consumers are enjoying. Right. Gotta think about it. Netflix, your favorite movie, they are produced. They're the actors or the actresses. Right. NBA players, when you're watching basketball, they're the professional athlete. Right. So a key point that you gotta understand is that producing is what's actually gonna make you the money. You gotta have something to offer. If don't have any offers, then it's kind of harder to make money than somebody have more money than somebody that has offers, right? And is actually looking to provide value to people, like the producers do to you if you are a consumer. Like I said, 95% of people are solely consumers. All right. I'm a producer, right? So I produced something that can help people, aka you have to start a business, right? You have to start some type of offers. You can start a YouTube channel, something, right? You can consume too as well, because I still consume, right? I watch YouTube. It's like for self development, um, personal development. I mean, and everything like that. I still consume, right? But I also produce every single day. Right? You have to have something to offer, right? What does McDonald's offer? They offer burgers, fries, shakes, right? What does Walmart offer? They offer food, clothes, general stuff. They all offer something. What does Apple offer? Apple offers phone, laptop, the Vision Pros now. They offer AirPods, iPad, you know, they have offers, right? So and they're producing these things for the consumers to buy, right? So you just got to change your mindset a little bit as far as like what is something that you can actually produce, that you actually can bring out into the masses and actually solve somebody's problem with. All right, so that's the first thing that I actually wanted to talk about. um the second point is you got to be consistent, right? Everybody says this. It might sound cliche, yada yada yada, but the thing is, this is what really takes people to the next level. Most people are not consistent in anything that they do. They might try something for 2 months, it doesn't work out, they stop. Right? You might be watching this and you have a YouTube channel that you haven't posted on for a month. Why is that? Right? You got to ask yourself, why is that? Most people are not consistent at all. They can't wake up and do the same thing every single day for 9 months without seeing a dollar. Right? And I specifically say that situation because that is what I did. I woke up and I was studying the credit game every single day for 9 months before I made $1 in the whole industry. Right? You have to be consistent. You have to lock in. You got to focus. Right? And it has to be an everyday thing. Has to be an everyday thing. It really comes down to how bad do you want it, like for yourself. Right? So that's number 2, man. Definitely got to be consistent in whatever you do. And it helps getting around people that are consistent. Because if you see somebody doing something, right, you're going to want to do something too as well. Right. But me, I didn't need that. I'm just naturally consistent. My body, I can't go to sleep if I know I was supposed to do something today and I didn't do it. Right. So I'm just naturally consistent. I like getting things done. I don't like procrastination. So if you was hanging around me, chances are I'm gonna rub off on you a little bit. As far as like consistency, you're gonna want to do stuff daily because you watching me do stuff daily, right? So it's all about who you hang around to as well that can actually influence you to do, some of these things, some of these things, right? So that's number 2. Number 3 is, what are you doing with your time? Time is very important. We all got 24 hours in a day. What are you doing with your time? That goes back into, producer and consumer. All right, what are you doing with your time? Are you working on a craft? Are you building a YouTube channel? Are you, building a business? Are you figuring out, what website design you're gonna do? What are you doing with your time? Right? A lot of people are wasting time. You only have 24 hours in a day. You sleep 8 hours. What? That's 16 hours left. You go to work for 8 hours, right? You see how, you don't got that much time, right? The little time that you do have should be focused on some type of craft that you can build and take to the next level, right? That's why I stopped watching basketball, right? I don't watch basketball like that no more. I haven't watched a movie in a year or two, right? Like just sat down on Netflix or something. I haven't done that for a couple of years. Because I understand that time is very important. Every single waking second that I had of free time, I was focused. I was locked in and I was focused and I was taking myself to the next level. At the time, I didn't know I was taking myself to the next level. But looking back on it, I was really locked in and taking myself to the next level. So you got to ask yourself, what are you doing with your time? All right, what are you doing with your time? After you work, you work your 9 to 5. What are you doing from 5 to 9? That's 4 hours right there. You can get a lot done in 4 hours. You got to eat and stuff like that. Let's say it takes 3 hours. I mean, let's say that takes 1 hour and you got 3 hours remaining before you go to sleep. You can get a lot done. You can get a lot done in an hour. If you literally put your phone on Do Not Disturb and lock in for 60 minutes, you can get a lot done. Or you get a lot done. But most people just they don't understand this, right? They don't understand this. That's the 3rd thing. All right, 4th thing, what I'm gonna say is, if you stopped learning when you stopped going to school, that is a very big problem. That's a very big problem because school only teaches you what they want you to know, right? In order to, make 6 figures plus in your own business, you have to learn outside of school because school does not teach you how to do this. Right? You have to learn outside of school. You got to get a mentor. You got to do something. You got to start learning. You got to start contacting people that's, at where you're trying to be at. Right? So they can come back to where you are and kind of help you along. Right? So if you wanted to make 6 figures in the credit space, I'm the perfect guy to talk to, right? Or try to, get in contact with, because I can show you literally step by step on how I did it, right? So you got to learn outside of school, and that's what I was doing within those 9 months. I was learning. I didn't even realize it was 9 months because I was so locked in. As a whole pregnancy, I was locked in, and it didn't feel like school to me. Like, learning in school and learning something that you're actually interested in is really, really different. Right? It's really different from each other. But you have to learn outside of school. That's very important. And then the 5th thing and the last thing that I want to leave y'all with is just mindset. Right? Like I said, like a lot of these things might sound cliche, but this is the stuff that you need. Without this stuff, is not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's a mindset thing too. I knew I was gonna make six figures in 2023. I literally knew I did before it even happened. I got videos in my phone right now, January 2023 or December 2022. I'm saying 2023 is gonna be my first six-figure year. I'm literally talking into the camera, doing that because I truly believed deep down in my heart that it was gonna happen. Right? So it's a mindset thing, but you got to speak things out, but you also have to have an actionable game plan towards that, right? So what I mean by that is that you got to break down numbers. If you figure out what business or what you want to do, you got to figure out. Let's say your product or service is $200. How many people need to buy your product or service in order for you to reach 100,000, right? If it's 200, that means that's 500 people, right? It's 500 people. How can you get in front of 500 people? Oh, I make content every day. I run ads. My product is so good, and my customers bring me more customers. You know what I mean? Like you got to have an actual game plan of how to actually achieve this number type thing. So that's literally five things. Obviously, it's more, but those are five key things that I did within the last year to make six figures. Literally broke to six figures, right? Broke at 22, six figures at 23, by implementing some of this stuff that I'm actually telling y'all, right? The stuff works. Okay, the stuff works. You really gotta lock in, become a producer, stop consuming as much, because all consumers do, they just get, information overload, right? People that have information overload and don't actually ever put any work in, it's like you might as well not have the information, right? So knowledge on ice, it doesn't really do anything, right? You rather have like ignorance on fire. You rather just go and then figure everything out as you're building, right? Don't wait for a perfect time, a perfect day. Oh, it got to be 77 degrees and the sun got to face northeast. I don't know. You know what I mean? You don't got to do all that. Just go. Just go, get started. You're going to figure out everything else on the back end. All right. So that's five things that I want to leave y'all with. Broke to six figures. How I did it last year and how I'm going to continue, to do it and, even make any more here this year and just going forward, progress every single year. All right. So that's my video for today, y'all. If y'all got any questions, or any comments, just drop them down below. Also, if you need credit services, you need help with your credit, just click the link in the description. I got a link where you can actually book a call, and one of my team members is actually going to, reach out to you, and everything like that. But that's my video for today. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.